I'm Mr. MegaManFan, and welcome back to the PC Engine Files, where today we're looking at Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. There's a bit of historical irony to this. You may be thinking, oh, that makes sense, Jackie Chan being the star of a video game. Well, you're looking at it through 21st century eyes, where he became a Hollywood mega superstar. But back when this game came out, he wasn't really that well known outside of China, where he had been a big star of kung fu films and had achieved major box office success, but that hadn't really crossed over to North America in the early 1990s. In fact, it wasn't until Rumble in the Bronx that Jackie Chan started to become a major name in North America. At that point, he got into major blockbuster movies like Rush Hour with Chris Tucker, so he became bankable as a Hollywood star from 1995 on. But before that, when this game came out in 1990 and 1991, nobody really knew Jackie Chan in the United States unless you were a very hardcore fan of kung fu films who found a way to import them to the United States. This game is also notable for having first come out on the Nintendo, where it was praised for its large, stylish, colorful graphics. And I would say the TurboGrafx 16 version is as good, if not maybe slightly better, in terms of the huge animated sprites that make up the game. It is a platformer, a side-scrolling belt action game, a crossover between the two, where Jackie Chan is on a quest to save his sister, and along the way, various enemies, tigers, little demons, martial arts masters, they all stand in his way. Everything wants to interfere with Jackie Chan's quest, and you must take them out with punches or kicks. Now, it's not going to be a very sophisticated selection system, given you only have a 1 and a 2 button, so you can't do the kind of kung fu moves that Jackie Chan does in his movies, but if you use the D-pad in combination with the buttons, you can make more things happen. You can do a flying kick if you jump and use the action button at the same time. You can do a downward sweeping kick if you press down and the action button. You get the idea. It sort of just flows naturally. What you think of doing, you hit the right button combination and you can do it. Now, as you can see, you only have one life to live in Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu, and when you run out of health, it's game over. But thankfully, the game is fairly generous with continues and lets you start right at the level you were just on. Maybe not in the exact same place, but at least you don't go all the way back to the beginning. And those little frogs, they provide various things to you when you hit them. Sometimes they even give you a bowl of rice, which helps restore a little bit of your health. But your best strategy is to take out the enemies at a distance before you start to lose health. And sometimes that requires you to memorize the patterns of where they are, but if you become successful at doing that, you can make rapid progress in this game. I wouldn't call Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu a hard game, but that's not a negative in this case. I think this is a really fun game. If you like Double Dragon games or Super Mario Brothers games, this is a nice mix of the two, and it will definitely scratch that itch as a retro gaming enthusiast if you've never played it before. And if you have played it before, you probably already know that Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu is a great game. Unfortunately, due to the fact Jackie Chan became much more famous after this game was released and that TurboGrafx 16 games did not sell well in general, the print run is short, the demand is high, and the prices have gone up accordingly over the years. A loose copy of Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu will set you back $117. Complete in box, $257. If I can give you some perspective on that, you can buy a Super SD System 3 for not much more than the complete in-box price, and you can play every TurboGrafx 16 PC Engine and CD-ROM game to your heart's content. What you would spend on one game, you could play every game. And I'm not telling you not to buy Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu, but I'm telling you that you should absolutely try this in emulation first before you shell out that kind of money. If you really want to own a physical copy of it, make sure this is the kind of game you will enjoy playing. I like the fact there are alternate paths that you can take as well. You can use the platforms to go higher or lower, and one nice thing is that when you fall through the environment to the ground, there's no falling damage. Like if Jackie Chan falls from a great height, true to the stunt master that he is, he lands on his feet and continues on with his journey. Even if you fall into the water, you don't drown or die, you just stand there. Now, in real life, Jackie Chan has injured himself hundreds of times filming his stunts in movies, but in the movies themselves, you wouldn't know that because that's all edited out. You never see him getting badly hurt performing his own stunts in a Hollywood film. You just know that he has, and it's left at that. If you really want the unedited footage, I'm sure there's some horrific video out there somewhere, which I would rather not watch, showing all the times Jackie Chan has broken something doing stunts. But in a video game, he doesn't have to do that. It's a lot of fun to play. It is very easy to get into and very easy to come back to. Even if you haven't played Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu for a long time, you can pick it up right away. The learning curve is not non-existent, but it's so minor that it's easy to overcome. I think if it weren't for the fact this goes for $117 loose, I could give it an absolutely unqualified recommendation, but at that price, do consider it carefully. As always, thanks for watching.